Hello everyone, this is game 3 in this 3-game set that I have between LiquidNazgul and Jinro here on Kulas Ravine. I was hoping that they would play on a different map, but I guess all 3 games right here are going to be on Kulas Ravine. But so far the games have been really interesting. Right off the bat we have the purple Terran players spawning on the top right hand side and of Kulas Ravine right now. Jinro and LiquidNazgul playing some custom games, just try to get a feel for the game, and Jinro is also suggesting to LiquidNazgul to use observers. The first game was pretty an ordinary game, nice use of micro, but the second game was just a very good use of casting with those ghosts and those High Templars. So that was a great game. If you guys are watching these out of order, make sure you watch game 2. I think game 2 was the favorite of the games that I've casted so far, but there's only 2 games to cast, so maybe game 3 will be even better. Let's hope so. Right off the bat, let's go ahead and bring up the unit overlay and the hit point bars. Now we're using that chrono boost in order to speed up that probe production. The probe's now mining or being built at an extra high rate in order to get additional minerals. Right now we have Jinro getting that barracks and supply depot as well. So we'll see at what time we're going to have his opponent, LiquidNazgul, go out and scout, and whether or not he'll be able to get into that base. And now heading off to that north hand side, going to build that gateway and now head back down. So LiquidNazgul not trying to do any early scouting right now. Jinro most likely will be able to finish off that third supply depot in that position and finish off this Wallen. Right now, right now we have Jinro setting up his refinery right now, going to get some additional gas in order to be able to get that tech lab building those marauders. It looks like Jinro really likes those, really likes using those marauders right now. Right now also sending out that scout right now, and also getting a secondary pylon. So that secondary pylon going to be warped in right now as my computer lags just a little bit. I7 having a little bit of that issue right now. SCV now going out to scout. Probe, they're going to go ahead and bump into each other and then just roll around each other. So pathing, the improved pathing definitely having an effect even on 2 workers trying to do some scouting right now. Here we have LiquidNazgul not producing that, or actually now producing that first Zealot. So that Zealot going to be produced. We have once again that SCV trying to take down that pylon, not going to really work. Cybernetics core now being warped in, so most likely going to be going to be stalkers right there. So out of a single gateway is going to be producing stalkers right now. We also have SCV trying to fight back against that probe. That SCV taking 5 hits and that probe taking about 20 damage. Now going to, or 15 damage. Now going to be running back and waiting for that lag to clear. Wow, that lag's pretty bad right now. Also getting that supply depot. That supply depot now being built and getting that secondary barracks as well. So Jinro going for dual racks. His typical strategy against Protoss looking to be fairly effective right now. Gonna probably put down a reactor core with that barracks, as he already has a tech lab. Let's see, yeah, let's see what it is. It is going to be a reactor core, so yes, I do know Jinro's build. Jinro likes that reactor core, also getting that orbital command already. So that orbital command probably started about almost a minute ago. In fact, as he's already called down a mule and already almost has 30 energy. Backdoor pylon being built over here at these rocks, ensuring that those destructible rocks are not cleared. Have a single stalker and a zealot in this position by this ramp right now. That zealot should probably be down here in this position, as the zealot needs to run a little bit further. Secondary gateway now being warped in as well, and producing some additional zealots as well. No sentries being trained. A little bit surprised by that. I've heard that sentries are a good counter to Terran, so we'll see. Perhaps LiquidNazgul wanting to save that gas for another reason right now. Also not researching warp gate as well, so very interesting strategies. Also using that chrono boost, so that chrono boost able to warp in those units a little bit more quickly right now, and we'll see how that really works. I wonder, can chrono boost speed up the cooldown on a warp gate? I'm not 100% sure. I'll have to, someone can probably answer that question for me. The warp gates don't really train units. They just warp in a unit and then have a cooldown on when they can warp in another unit. Now we have this army of 2 marauders, 2 marines going to be coming in towards this front door, and we'll see how this really works. Trying to take down those units, and now trying to deal damage. Able to finally deal some damage past those shields. Here comes some of those stalkers. A single low hit point zealot down to 28 hit points, not able to finish it off, and now we have 2 stalkers and 4 zealots in this position, trying to come up to that high ramp and now trying to continue to push it. You're able to focus down a little bit more, and now those marines trying to turn back around. Low hit point zealot taking damage as well. That zealot will get taken down. Down it goes. Another low hit point Zealot trying to run back. Now an Immortal coming into play. So LiquidNazgul quickly getting to Immortals, knowing that Jinro likes to, in fact, go for those Marauders. So very, very hard counter. So that Immortal just able to deal so much damage, 20 flat damage towards that unit right there. And with those overshields, it's really, really hard to just riddle away any of that damage right now. And those units, those Stalkers trying to get in front of those positions, able to get a surround off, able to take down that single Marine as well. So things definitely not looking good at this point. It's stupid they turn around with me without me telling them to. So yeah, those units quickly trying to turn around. We have Marines and Stalkers now coming into position. That Immortal quickly trying to take down some of those Stalkers. SCV's coming off the line in order to take down some more of these units as well, able to focus down some of those Zealots. Zealots taking damage as well. Marines and Marauders continuing to try to fight. Orbital Command Center now still being built, or being upgraded right now. As poor as SCV down to 4 hit points and gets taken down, so that bunker will not be. Oh, the bunker now being finished by a different SCV. And are those Marines going to jump on in there? Yes, they're jumping on in there. And I believe they get upgraded range. Orbital Command Center now calling down a Mule. And Jinro able to fend off that attack just barely right now. Single supply depot on the right here and right here in order to do some scouting right now. A Stalker and an Immortal sitting in this position. I think the only way to really counter Immortals at this point in the game would be to use Marines, and with stim packs, you really need those stim packs. Also the Hardened Shield. There's that passive ability. The Immortals Hardened Shields reduce damage of incoming high damage attacks to 10 of his shields. To 10 if his shields are still up, so that's that ability right there. Right now we have a single bunker with 4 Marines sitting in that position. I do not see an engineering bay yet. Now building a single factory. So Stalker is now trying to come in, try to take that down. That Immortal will be able to destroy that bunker in just a second. So Terran bunkers are no longer the mainstay that they used to be. If you remember, Mule's now trying to come in. Do Mules even have an attack? No, Mules do not have an attack, so there's no point in that Mule just even sitting there. The Mule should probably try to go harvest some more minerals. Marines now coming in trying to finish off that rest of that attack right there. The Hardened Shell on those Immortals finally getting taken down. And down goes one Immortal, down goes another. Oh, that Mule used to block the escape route of those 2 Immortals, and very, very nicely done by that attack right there. Nexus now being warped in as well, so LiquidNazgul is quickly setting up that expansion right now, sitting on 36 over 84 food, trying to get some high Templars as well. Meanwhile, we have Jinro sitting at 49 over 62. Stay tuned for part 2 and the conclusion of this replay between Jinro and LiquidNazgul here on, I really hope this is Kulas Ravine, because if it isn't, then I've been calling it Kulas Ravine for the past 3 games. Thanks for watching so far.